Students are the best human resource. They should be groomed well. Now I welcome all the well-groomed students of KPS. I welcome you all. Once again, I welcome one and all. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepika. It was really a cordial welcome with lots of love.
Annual reports are comprehensive documents designed to provide readers information about an institution's performance in the preceding year. Here comes Mr. Jimmy Joshua, the principal of Kanyakumari Public School, to deliver the annual report.
Respected correspondent, the Honorable Chief Guest, the Assistant Headmistress, Coordinator, my parents and my dear students and all well-wishers. A warm good evening to one and all present here. Before I present my annual report, I must thank especially our chief guest for today, Dr. James R. Daniel. He is my principal. He was my principal when I did my UG in Scott Christian College. I am so happy when we approached Sir and when I invited him, he wholeheartedly gave his concern for this today's fest. And thank you so much, Sir, for your presence along with your wife, dear ma'am. May I request you to come on to the stage to receive a memento from us. Let's all put our hand together for Sir. Memento. May I also request ma'am to be on stage. Yeah. Yes. We would be honored to see you on the stage, ma'am, please. The annual report of 2022-2023. Education is the acquisition of knowledge, skills, talents, and values. It's the key to open the hidden treasures of life. An educational institution is a sacred place where students are enlightened and educated to chisel out their career in an ideal shape. Our institution, Kanyakumari Public School, plays a major role in school education. All the endeavors of the institution are promoted for the intellectual and the incarnate progression of the students. Plato, one of the world's best known and most widely read and studied philosophers, opines, the purpose of education is to give to the body and to the soul all the beauty and all the perfection of which they are capable of. As per his words, our late Mr. M.L. Bright, together with his wife, Mrs. Vimala Bright, laid the foundation for this esteemed institution to educate the nearby students. After the departure to their eternal home of Mr. and Mrs. Bright, their daughter, Mrs. Karuna Devi, who steers the boat named KPS as a captain on its 42nd year's voyage. The academic year 22-23 commenced with the teachers' orientation in the first week of June. Under the title Teamwork, the sessions handled by the correspondent bloomed the teachers with novelties and refreshed them and richly motivated everyone to yield themselves to give away their best for the academic year. Mrs. Jaga, who was the coordinator of higher secondary school, has been promoted to assistant headmistress, and Mrs. Rani, the office assistant, was promoted to office manager, and Mrs. Sharma, the science teacher, has been promoted to coordinator of co-curricular activities. Our institution took pride that our students who appeared for the ICSE and ISC board examination 2022 passed with flying colors. We achieved 100% result in both ICSE and ISC. In ICSE, Ms. Nirmal Sania topped the school, and in ISC, Master Vairam topped the school. Moreover, Ms. Jasmita, an ISC student in the science stream, achieved success in the NEET examination and procured a medical seat under government quota. The investiture ceremony, a solemn occasion where all the young elected students are prepared to don the mantle of leadership and discharge the responsibilities entrusted upon them by the school. The inception ceremony was held on 25th August 2022. The elected students felt honored and elated as they were inducted by the correspondent before their parents' presence. Competitions are rarely about winning or losing. They are only a learning experience for a better tomorrow. Keeping this in mind, the inter-house competitions like drawing, clay modeling, fancy dress, flower arrangement were conducted. These provide the students with an opportunity to unfold their hidden talents, and all the winners of the competitions will be honored on the occasion of Founders' Day, which falls on 9th March 2023. In order to adapt themselves to the system of the school in the academic of the student, an orientation to the newly joined parents was organized on 8th July 2022. All parents attended the meeting. The correspondent and the principal provided a brief session about the school activities and explained their roles in the part of the students. The heads clarified doubts raised by the parents. The renowned famous KPS festival held at Kochagiri Public School, which is one of our sister concerned schools, where a few children represented from our school and their skill and talents shined before the others by winning in the volleyball tournament and the dance competition. 2nd October 2022, on the occasion of the first anniversary of our dear founder, Mrs. Vimala Bright, a prayer warrior fondly called as Amma by everyone, the school paid tribute by opening a play in remembrance of her, which was inaugurated by her granddaughter, Miss Joanna David, and Reverend Sam Blessing, the presbyter of CSI Kanyakumari Diocese, presided the day. Co-curricular activities encourage the students to develop particular skills and express their non-academic abilities. SCPW, socially useful productive work, was recommended to the students, which included cooking, stitching, gardening, dancing, and art and crafts. As per one of the guidelines of the New Education Policy 2020, a few extracurricular activities like silambam, karate, and music have been introduced, and teachers qualified in respective art have been recruited and deployed in teaching the students. A few students of our school participated in the state level Wanghai Shito Ryu Karate Championship and won medals and brought laurels to the school. The domain of sports has a vast potential to better the game of life itself. Besides promoting physical fitness, it lays importance on healthy lifestyle and helps in developing social skills. Sports play a pivotal role in instilling among our impressionable learners values that would hold them in a good stead throughout their lives, such as discipline, team spirit, sportsmanship, etc. Similarly, the KPS has not forgotten to instill the same in our students as well. The inter-house sports competitions like Kho-Kho, volleyball and basketball were conducted for both boys and girls. In order to encourage students in sports, even teachers puts on the shoes along with the children during every Friday between 2 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. As a result of it, we are proud to say that 6 students participated in the state level athletics held at Nehru Stadium, Chennai. Due to the inevitable situation, the annual sports day could not be held. However, the school ensured the conduct of sports events among the students. The school reception was renovated and a few new computers were bought for the students to acquire the computer knowledge. Reckoning the impact of lockdown over the students, notably the primary school children who are highly affected with a great gap in their learning, remedial classes were conducted ensuring the development of listening, speaking, reading and writing skill. Teachers' Day was observed on September 5th in order to honor the contributions made by teachers. The student cabinet assumed the role of teachers on that particular day, working under the leadership of school president Master Benish Christopher, who operated in the role of principal. Children's Day was celebrated on 14th November, where the teachers of KPS made the Students' Day colorful and indelible through various colorful programs. An excursion was arranged for the upper primary and senior school to Happy Land Trivandrum and for KG kids to Echo Park. All had a lovely time. The event that is eagerly looked forward by all students at KPS is Christmas celebration, where the euphonious voice of the choir echoing the birth of Jesus Christ and sharing of gifts by Santa held on 20th December 2022. The drug awareness program was conducted by the Department of Anti-Drugs and Narcotics. The Inspector of Police created an awareness and elucidated the risk and danger of use of drug. The parents-teachers meeting held once in a month so as to keep the parents updated on the progress of their wards in academics. Under the guidance of the correspondent, a question bank was prepared and issued to the board exam students. I take this opportunity to thank today's chief guest once again, Dr. James R. Daniel, whose generous presence for the program. Special thanks to his wife as well. Special thanks are due to all the parents as well, where constructive criticism and valuable feedback has always been helpful in so many different ways. Last but not least, the staff and students of the school deserve a special mention for their consistent diligence, sincerity and devotion with which they continue to persevere zealously in achieving excellence in all aspects of learning at school. On behalf of teachers and other staff, I now take this opportunity to commit ourselves to do our best at all times to honorably serve the institution and every stakeholder. Let me conclude this report by the words of our former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Learning gives you creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. To God be the glory.
Thank you, sir. I feel honored to introduce a noble personality and tell his accomplishments towards the society in front of KPS family. It's none other than Dr. James R. Daniel, the former principal of Scott Christian College, KP Road, Nagercoil. A great resource person, a man of versatility, and a veteran in the field of education. I hope today the parents and students will be able to seek a little guidance from your thought. On behalf of everyone, we feel fortunate to have you at our Parents' Day celebration. Now I request the Chief Guest, Dr. James R. Daniel, to address the gathering.
Madam Correspondent, Principal, Headmistress, Coordinator, members of staff, both teaching and non-teaching, dear parents and well-wishers, and my dearly, dear beloved students. I am so excited to be with you all this evening, participating in the 42nd annual day celebrations of one of the very pioneering institutions in public school studies in this part of our country. And I can assure the parents right at the start that you have put your children in a school that will reward you with the greatest dividends as you walk out of the campus. I was there with the correspondent and the principal, sitting in the outdoors, enjoying the outdoors pair. Beautiful programs, wonderfully organized. And the tremendous skill of the students, my God, maybe that this is a martial skill, or maybe that this is a physical skill, or maybe that this is a combination of the entire growing of the personality in a boy or a girl demonstrated in the form of varied exercises. Mind-boggling, unbelievable, incredible for a small boy with a band around his neck and breaking one stone after one brick after the other, one tile after the other. But I have a grievance against the parents. You know what the grievance is? You are all the miserly people that I ever seen in my life. Give them a big clap, the biggest applause that you ought to be given to the children. They are your children. Hey, remember, they are your children. And you should be the happiest. In fact, as the boy was riding on the cycle over two little boys, I was a little scared. I immediately turned to the principal and said, what would the parents think of them? Oh, the parents of KPS Public School are as great as the Prime Minister of India. As great as the Prime Minister of India. Well, never bother. This is the kind of the training that our children should get in the school, and they got it. So my appeal to the parents is that hereafter, for every performance of the student, give them an applause. What do you lose? Putting both the hands together and nothing. And then your principal's report, and the songs and the prayer song that preceded it, and the comparing, the master of ceremony, all exceptionally good. I must appreciate the principal, the headmistress, the coordinator, and every staff of the school, particularly the teaching staff of the school. And my commendations to the students as well, who did it extremely well. Mr. Prime Minister, you are superb. You are going to be the Prime Minister of India after 25 years. Take it from me. So this college will produce, this school will produce not just scholars, not just doctors and engineers, not just professors, not just this and that. No. This is going to produce some of the top administrators of the country. Maybe a member of the Indian Administrative Service, or maybe a member of the Indian Police Service. Who knows? That's all in God's hand. But the kind of training that they get in the school, I assure us, that there's a great future await for you. A great future. Strive towards. I'm sure that you are going to be successful. Two things touched my heart when I listened to the principal's report. Number one, both in the ICSE and the ISC, 100% pass. What pass? 100%. Give them a big clap, only that the principal will work well from the next year. Hey, it's not easy to get 100%. I myself was a principal of a college for quite some time. My result was only 60.5, 40.2, 30.7. But here is a school in which the result is 100 out of 100. Centum. What a great privilege for the school. And the parents must be happy about the fact that the school has been able to produce 100%. That is number one. And the second thing, even some of the best schools in Kanyakumari district could not produce one NEET cleared candidate. But this school has produced how many? Two students have cleared their NEET and got into government quota, not self-finance quota, government quota. I don't know who the two students are. The two students should have been honored today by the correspondent. I'm correspondent, take note of it. At least next time, on the occasion of the school day, the children who make it clear at the state level, at the national level, at the global level must be honored. I think they deserve a big clap. You give them a big clap, all parents, all teachers together, to the two students who are now doing their medicine. I don't know which medical college, whatever the medical college be, the quota is government quota. I'm just to share with you just three things very briefly, and with that I stop. I know why you parents are here. Your parents are here not to listen to the principal's report, not even to listen to the school day address, but to see your children perform. The variety entertainments, the cultural programs. When I myself was a parent like you, I still remember my wife and I. Choda little boy, 5 vayasu, 6 vayasu, 7 vayasu, school. We will be waiting for the time when my son will come on the stage and dance, or a skit, or a play, or a drama, or whatever the kind of thing be. And then my wife will say, who is this fellow, long-headed fellow, seated right in front of me, that I have not been able to see my stage at all. Hello, gentlemen, would you please just move a little? Ah, there is my third boy, there is my second boy, there is my first boy. I think this is the wish of every parent. You want to see the face of your children. Adi enakku nalla theriyum, I understand. But still, a school day address or a principal's report is not customary. This is reflective of the sentiments of the school as it relates to the parents and the community around. And before I move on to my school day address, it's a very, very personal reminiscence. Your correspondents, father and mother, are my best friends. Mr. Emil Bright and Mrs. Vimala Bright. I can never ever forget him in my life. Every time they were in Nagakoil or in Kanyakumari, they made it a point to come to Home Church Nagakoil, while then I happened to be the secretary. The moment the service is over, Professor Emil Boyd, he will be a man who will be seated right in the middle of the church row. He will just walk across. Hello, Professor James, how are you? I was age enough to be his son or age enough to be one of his students. His sister, Mrs. Angel Johnson, was my teacher in Scott Christian College when I was a choda little boy of just 16 years old, way back in 1965-66. None of you would have been born. And then the Easter. I still remember the program for both the Easters. Prepared, practiced, and directed by both Mr. Emil Bright and Mrs. The greatness of the program is that they themselves sang. And Mr. Bright was standing in the last row and Mrs. Bright was standing in the front row together with the students and the teachers. My God. We printed the whole order of service and distributed copies to every member of the congregation. You take it home, that Easter concert, a program that I have recorded in my annual report with my kudos to, my appreciation and best wishes to Mr. Bright and Mrs. Bright. So these are pleasant things in my memory. I'm really sorry that as I stepped into the school, they are no more. Had they been here, they would have been the happiest beings under the sun that Mr. James is here with us. I am so happy that his daughter, Mrs. Mrs. Karuna. Reverend V.D. Sahayam's daughter is also Karuna. One of the famous pastors of Nagakoil Home Church. She is here with her daughter. Our best wishes to your family. I remember as the alumni of Scott Christian College, when we moved to Kotagiri, we had our get together in your college, in your public school. We stayed there for 2 days. A program, a reminiscent of which even now continues to hang on my heart, mind, and soul. Such a beautiful hospitality. Then Mr. Bright was alive, Mrs. Bright was alive. We still remember the day in the evening, moving around the whole vast, sprawling campus, enjoying the slight winter in September, October, November, slight winter of the Kotagiri. So these personal reminiscences always remain deep in my heart. Once again, I offer you my best wishes. I pray to God that this school must grow from strength to strength. And one thing that I saw when I witnessed all the parents walking the campus, all middle class parents. There was a time when we had a misconception that ICS and ICSE education or CBSE is only for the elites. Never. A simple thing that we learned from the missionaries when they came in 1806 in Kanyakumari district or the then South Travancore is that education is for all. Whatever your social status be, whatever the surroundings be, whatever the environment from which you come, your family, your children, education is open. Education is common. Education is a birthright of all. There is no higher caste, there is no lower caste. There is no upper and there is no lower. All who are created by God are equal, whatever the community be, whatever the language be. Even the Indian Constitution vows that you are equal by birth. And if you are equal by birth, you have got to enjoy the best of education, whatever the streaming be, right from Kashmir down to Kanyakumari. So this is also one aspect wherein I am thankful to the family. They kept open the doors of education, not for the richest of the richest, not for the most affluent of the most affluent, but for the poorest of the poorest, the lowliest of the lowliest. As Jesus once said, I was hungry, he fed me. I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. I was sick, you visited me. I was in the prison, you called on me. I was a stranger, you had concern for me. In as much as you have done unto one of these little ones, you have done it unto me. Little ones, least ones, uncared for ones. And these are the people who were sidelined in the community. These are the subalterns. These are the poorest of the poor. So your father's vision, your mother's vision is a great vision in God, which I see right in front of me in the forms of the parents coming from very ordinary backgrounds, very ordinary families. Remember, 2 NEET, 2 medical seats in 2 government colleges. What a great, fantastic feat that the school has achieved. Once again, my best wishes, and particularly to the family of the brides. Now very briefly, my dear parents, only 3 things. 3 P's. What is it that I am going to talk about? Not P-E-A-C-E, peace, not P-I-E-C-E, peace, but P and then a small S, 3 P's. P1 is, get it by heart. At the end of my lecture, I will be asking you what exactly the 3 T's are, and you should get me the right answer. Would you? Yes, we will. Number 1, passion. P-A-S-S-I-O-N. Passion. 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 Number 2. Very interesting word in English. I'll give you the spelling. Let me see whether you can articulate the word. P-E-R-S-E-V-E-R-A-N-C-E. What is it? P-E-R-S-E-V-E-R-A-N-C-E. Mr. Prime Minister, where is the President and members of the cabinet? What is this word? Very good, excellent. Give them a clap, whoever the boy be. Perseverance. What is it? So what is number 1? Passion. What is number 2? Perseverance. And number 3, that's the most important thing, central, that's a fulcrum of the school, performance. What is it? Performance. So what is number 1? Passion. What is number 2? Perseverance. And what is number 3? Performance. Very briefly, passion is nothing other than absolute commitment for a task. As long as you are students of the school, you have only one task, you have only one assignment, you have only one calling, you have only one duty, you have only one responsibility. And what is it? Study, 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 study. Nothing other than that. Study, study, study. You remember there's a very famous song by Bharatidasan. You know Bharatidasan, the famous revolutionary poet of Tamil Nadu? He is teaching the kindergarten students, pre-KG, LKG, UKG. You know the song? Padi, Padi. What is it? Padi, Padi. He is teaching the little children. Ungala madri. Padi, Padi. What's the next line? Kalayil Padi. What's the next line? Madiyam Padi. What's the next line? Malayil Padi. What's the next line? Iravil Padi. Padi, Padi, Padi. What a beautiful song. In the song, who wrote this? Bharatidasan. Bharatidasan. Padi, Padi, Kalayil Padi, Madiyam Padi, Malayil Padi, Iravil Padi. Apra enadhu? Padi, Padi, Padi. If you padi well, padi not study. Alright, if you study well, till you are 12, till you are medicine, rest of the life, you can enjoy. But if you enjoy till the 12th, rest of the life, you suffer. Rest of the period, you suffer. This is possible only if you have a passion for it. Let me give you one simple example to describe passion and stop with that. Your child, 4 years old, playing right in front of your house, suddenly walks into the road. The mummy didn't notice it. And there comes a big car. Anytime the car might run over the baby. All of a sudden the mother says, oh my God. The mother immediately flies. Even if I die, my child should live. My child should. This is because of the passionate commitment of the mother towards the child. Would any other woman fly? Would any other man fly? With your neighbor, your uncle, your tata, party? None except the mother. That is why mother is mother and father is father. Principle understand? That's why mother is mother and father is father. This kind of a passionate attachment you should have towards your study. Tamil, excellent. English, maths, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, social sciences, whatever the discipline be, if I love it, if it is to my heart, I must offer my best. That's passion. I must offer my best. If I don't understand, I should go to my teachers and get my doubts clear. That is why my teachers are there in the school. My principal is there in the school. They are the best guides that I can ever think of under the sun. And therefore, what is number one? My dear young boys and girls, what is number one? Passion. Passion towards your study. Passion towards excellence. Passion towards quality. Passion towards reading, understanding, recapitulating, studying. Padi, padi, padi. Okay, that is number one. What is number two? What is number two? What is number two? Very good. Perseverance. What is perseverance? Anyone tell me the meaning of the word perseverance? Parents, if you get me the right meaning, I will ask your correspondent to give you an award. Your correspondent will give you a special award. Aha! All of you said together and therefore no prize. All right. If one of you has a prize, well, excellent. And I don't know, whoever the parents be, my appreciation. Vidam There's a beautiful Tirukkural. I will give you the first word or the first line. Would you be able to say the second line? I will give you the first line or I will give you the first word. You should tell me the second line or the third or the fourth or the fifth or the seventh. There are 7 words in Tirukkural. All right. Devathan. Aha, excellent. Parents are better than the student. Your parents are better than the principal of the school. Devathan. Aha, then you know. What's the next word? Mei varutha. Mei varutha. It's not shortcut. It's not through magic. Hard work. That is mei varutha. You work. Involving yourself, morning, evening, night, even during holidays, preparing again and again, revisiting, revising, jotting down all the points before getting ready for the exam, walking into the exam hall. Vidam muyarchi, consistent efforts, never ever giving up. Maybe that in the first exam you got 65 marks in mathematics. And second exam, take a wow, I must make it 75. I must make it 85. Vidam muyarchi, persevere, continue to work hard at the sweat of your brow. That will reward you. That will reward you. and the student gets 65, we'll make it 75. From 75, 85, 85 to 90, 92 to 95, 99. This afternoon I was relishing the fine lunch hosted by the management with a full fish curry. I'm sorry, fried fish, not fish curry, fried fish. And there was one lady with a headgear, very affably serving us food. And the principal was telling me she is our librarian. She got in the 10, 99 out of 100 for mathematics. She lost it by 1 mark. Possibly she must have started with 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. Now she is a recipient of 99 out of 100 out of 100. 99 is as good as 100. 99 is as good as 100. Here is a girl who got, now she is the librarian of your school. What a great achievement on the part of the girl who comes from a very upper middle class family. Securing 100 marks in mathematics, all because of hard work, incessant work, commitment. Devathan. Even if it is not possible for God, even if God cannot do it, even if God cannot help it, even it is far away from the reach of God, doesn't matter. I trust myself. I have a passion for my study. I will march on. With that commitment, if you do it, I'm sure success is yours. I'm sure success is yours. Number 2. So number 1, passion. Number 2, perseverance. What is number 3? Performance. Performance. Very good. Your parents are precocious parents. Even before I could ask the question, they jump with the answer. My congratulations to all the parents. Principal, you give a big clap to the parents. Parents will. Next time, each parent will be 10 admission for your school. Now, if it's 200, your admission is going to be 400 next time. All your parents are going to be your unacknowledgeable ambassadors of Kanyakumari Public School. Such a fine parents God has blessed you with. So, number 3, performance. All having said and done, passion is good. Perseverance is excellent. But finally, it comes to the question of performance. Principal cannot perform for you. Can the principal perform for the students? I asked the students, if you are very hungry, can your papa and mama eat for you? Oh, my son is very hungry. I will take 2 appam. Useless papa, useless mama. If son is hungry, who should eat? Son must eat. You girl, you are the deputy prime minister or finance minister. You see, performance is by the student. Performance is your Lord. Preparation is fine, passion is fine, perseverance is fine. All having said and done, finally when it comes to the question of your 10th standard exam or the 12th standard exam, you are the one who ought to get into the exam hall. Take your seat, take your pen. If it is a fountain pen, see that there is ink. If it is a ballpoint pen, see that the pen writes. These are the 2 prerequisites. Number 1, take a pen with ink. If it is ballpoint pen, jotted pen, see that there is ink that the pen writes. You are the one who should perform. You are the one who should ultimately perform. Let me give you the story of one man and stop with that. Have you heard of this great man? He would never be attentive in the physics class, never in the chemistry class, never in the English. English he failed. Never in the Sanskrit. He studied Sanskrit as a second language. But there was one subject. You know what that subject? Mathematics. The moment the mathematics teacher came, maybe arithmetic, maybe geometry, maybe this analysis, maybe that analysis, trigonometry. This fellow was all ear to the student, so attentive that every line he jotted down. Even when the teacher was not teaching something, this fellow was writing and writing, scribbling and scribbling on a piece of. When the chemistry teacher comes, he wouldn't even look at the face of the chemistry teacher, but look down into his note, bury his head into the notebook and keep on scribbling. Sometimes the chemistry teacher got terribly angry, getting on his nerve. What the hell are you doing? Oh, you idiot. Are you there in the class not listening to me, not jotting down my lectures? But he was always interested only in one thing, performing mathematics. He failed. You know, he failed. He did not get his BA degree. He failed in English. And then he was appointed as an upper divisional clerk, Kumasta, in Port Trust, Chennai. And there was one Englishman. And this Englishman noted this fellow never talking to anyone, turning this side or that side, not even looking at the boss, but always scribbling and scribbling something on the paper. One day, out of curiosity, he just went around and called the young man. Hello, my dear young boy, what the hell are you doing? Always writing and writing. Can I have a look at your paper? He was a product of the Cambridge University, a student of mathematics of Professor Hardy. And he is the portress governor in India. This is the East India Company, British government. 1921, long before India won independence. To his surprise, he said, my God, what is it? All high mathematics, abstract mathematics. Hey, you did it? Yes, sir, I did it. You did it all by yourself? Yes, sir, I did it all by myself. Hey, what a wonderful performance. This is not the place for you. You should not be working as an upper divisional clerk, a junior assistant in KPS public school. You should be in England. You should be in Cambridge. Immediately he talked to two great English mathematicians. One is Hardy, the other is Littlewood. Authorities on number theory. He spoke to him. Here is a man working in my office, hardly 28 or 30 years old. Unbelievable performance. But the thing is that he needs methodical training in mathematical analysis. He performs but doesn't know how to perform. Your students were doing karate, right? Anyone can do karate. I can do karate with my wife. This evening as I go home, I can do karate, right hand, left hand. But if my wife is a better karate than me, her right hand, left hand, I will fall down. But on the other hand, if you are not about to hurt, you got to have your training. Number one, step 1 and 2. I was also learning karate for some time. And then the first pinch and 1, 2, and then the second. All right. If you know the art of the game, performance becomes serious. If you do not know the art of the game, performance becomes suicidal. Performance becomes suicide. So he wrote to them, Professor Hardy, Professor Littlewood, here is a young boy in our office. Excellent at mathematics. He doesn't know. He knows the problem. He tells us a solution, but he doesn't know how he arrived at the solution. So he needs to be given some training. Shall I send to you? The gentleman was sent to England. He was a student of Cambridge. Professor Hardy, Professor Littlewood. He died at the age of 37. His name is Ramanujan. Today considered to be one of the greatest even most of the problems that he was able to write those days, today's great mathematicians are not able to solve. Such a prodigy, a genius. All this was possible because he was performing. Performance is the most important thing. And therefore, my dear parents, I am going to stop it. And immediately after my speech, no other speech. No speech by correspondent, no speech by Mrs. James, the chief guest wife. There's going to be only cultural program. There's going to be only culture. And the principal is very particular. Sir, you must sit back and enjoy some of the cultural programs of our student. You know what I told the principal? If first cultural program is by the principal and the staff of the school, I will sit back and listen. First program should be by the principal. What's the first program? Solo dance by the principal of KPS Public School. All right, no pants, no shirts. You should be there in the dancing garment. What garment? The dancing garment. Wonderful. Headmistress, you are also going to dance. All right. Not duet, solo dance. All right, what dance? Solo dance. Performance. So the performance awaits you. My dear parents, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் ஒன்றே ஒன்று இதை மனதில் வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். நான் 3 காரியம் சொன்னேன். ஒரு சத்தமா சொல்லிருங்க பார்க்கலாம். Number 1, passion. Number 2, perseverance. Number 3, performance. ரொம்ப அருமையான பேரண்ட்ஸ் நீங்க. நான் நிறைய பள்ளிக்கூடத்தில் போய் இந்த திருக்குறளை கேட்டிருக்கேன். தெய்வத்தான் நீங்க தான் சொல்லியிருக்கீங்க. முதல் எங்க தான் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க? KPS ஸ்கூல். அதனால பிரின்சிபல், next year you admit parents also in your school and give them special training in the afternoon 2 to 4, special class for the parent. I'm really happy that you call the day not the school day, but in a day parents day. Principal, my hats off to you. You chose the right. I don't know whether this is a KPS tradition. Maybe the KPS tradition is it you call it. And finally, all having said and done, only one appeal. The appeal is நல்ல passion இருக்கணும், நல்ல perseverance இருக்கணும், நல்ல இது அவ்வளவு இருக்கணும்னா உங்களுக்குள்ள ஒன்று வேணும். Tell me how the principal concluded his report with a quote from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the revered president of India. என்ன சொன்னாரு? முதல் வரி என்ன? யாராவது சொல்லுங்க, அல்லது இப்போ I'll ask the principal. What's the first line? What's the first line? What's the first line? Abdul Kalam, principal's report. அங்க பார்க்கண்டா. Aha, gives creativity. Very good. Creativity leads to? Hooray! Creativity leads to? And that leads to thinking. And thinking makes you great. இதெல்லாம் செய்யணும்னா என்னால் முடியும் அப்படின்னு நீங்க நம்பணும். I can. Abdul Kalam, every time he addresses a student, this is the last sentence that he made, and that's also going to be last sentence. He will make all the students stand up. எல்லாரும் என்ன செய்யுங்க? எழுந்து நில்லுங்க. இப்ப நிக்காண்டா. எழுந்து நில்லுங்க. All of you hold your hands together. So all the students will hold their hands together. அவர் ரெண்டு வார்த்தை சொல்லுவார். என்ன வார்த்தை தெரியுமா? I, and all the students must repeat I. And the second word, can, and all the students together will repeat can. ரெண்டே வார்த்தை. என்னெல்லாம்? I can. I can. எனக்கு என்ன இருக்கு? Passion. எனக்கு என்ன இருக்கு? Perseverance. எனக்கு என்ன இருக்கு? Performance. இவ்வளவு இருந்தாலும் எனக்கு அதுக்கு மேல என்ன இருக்கு? Self confidence, self trust. I can. இது அவர் ஒரு இங்கிலீஷ் போயட்ல இருந்து எடுத்தாரு. You know the poem? Life's battles do not always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later the man who lives is a man who thinks he can. Life's battle never goes to the strongest, never, to the fastest, never, but sooner or later the man who wins, or the woman who wins, the boy who wins, the girl who wins is the one who thinks he or she can. Think I can and you will. I wish you all the best, the management, the staff, the parents and the well-wisher. I look forward to the day 8 years after you are going to celebrate the Golden Jubilee. By the time you celebrate the Golden Jubilee, the campus must be overflowing with thousands and thousands and thousands of students. And out of the thousands of students, at least 500 students must get it past their NEET, get into medical college. At least 5 or 10 must get into the IAS, Indian Administrative Service, Indian Postal Police Service. And wherever they go, they should speak about KPS, KPS, KPS. I am proud to say that I am a product of KPS. I don't know what you call the KPS student. KPSCN? Wordsworth, Wordsworthian. Shakespeare, Shakespearean. KPS, KPSCN. I am proud to say that I am a KPSCN. I look forward to the great day. Can I? You can. In 8 years' time, Mr. Principal, you are too young, a small boy, a total little boy, and therefore you have a great future. What is that future? Building up this institution. God has blessed you with an excellent correspondent. Together, journey on. His will and mercy is with you, and this school is going to be a landmark in the Indian map in Kanyakumari district. And this is my wish, this is my prayer, having known the family very well, and on behalf of me and my family and the church to which I belong, to each one of you, my dear boys and girls, teachers, non-teaching staff, எல்லாத்துக்கும் மேல என் அன்பான பெற்றோர்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் என்னுடைய இதயபூர்வமான வாழ்த்துக்கள். நாம் எல்லோரும் இணைந்து இந்த நிர்வாகத்தை, இந்த முதல்வரை, ஆசிரியர்களை, மாணவ செல்வங்களை பாராட்டுவதற்கு ஒரு நல்ல கைதட்டு கொடுத்துருவோம். நம்ம எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து we give the best applause. God be with you. Thank you very, very much for your patient hearing.
Thank you, sir. It was really a motivating speech. Respected guests of honor, the parents, staff, and my dear friends.
As you all know, we have been celebrating this day for years with equal zeal and enthusiasm. Even after the pandemic period, it indeed calls for a special celebration.
The highlight of this event, which most of us have been waiting for, is
the cultural dance performance.
Culture is an important part of our upbringing, and it is because of our culture we are who we are, both as a nation and as an individual.
Our students have put in a lot of hard work in their preparations, which have been going on for past 1 month.
They want to ensure that every move is perfect and every dance performance gets a standing ovation from our delighted parents.
So ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath and put your hands together to welcome each group. Hi, how are you, Ravi?
what about you?
I'm too good. Thinking about the beauty of our Mother Nature.
Yes, the blooming flowers, the splashing water, and the chirping birds.
Yes, the butterflies too.
Of course, the butterfly symbolize powerful transformation of personality, rebirth, lightness of being, playfulness, and it goes on.
It is so good to see the butterflies when they flutter their wing for a rhythm and a beat of a melodious song. So dear parents, here are our LKG butterflies with a beautiful fluttering wing.
Wow, those butterflies were really amazing. Isn't it, my friend? Isn't it?
Yes, of course, they were.
Oh, what are you doing?
Eating banana. I am in appetite.
Okay, first up is your hunger. God is wonderful and great.
Why do you say?
We need food whenever we feel hungry. God had created someone to produce crops and help us to get food. Do you know who's that? Can you guess?
I think he's a farmer.
Yes. Do you know how much effort they are giving to produce the food grains?
Yes, I know. They really work hard. Administer real estate to feed us. They are surely the backbone for society.
So, here are students of grade 4th and 5th to display the work of the farmer.
விவசாயத்தை உருப்பாக்க வணிச்சு செய்வோமடா உண்மையா உழைக்கிற நமக்கு எல்லா நன்மைகளும் நாடி வந்து கூடுதடா
அப்படியா இதப்பாருடா
தம்பி ஐயா வாங்க இந்தம்மா கொடு 2 பேரும் சேர்ந்து வாங்கிக்கோங்க. இந்த வருஷம் தான் அறுவடையை நாங்கள் நிம்மதியாக ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கோம். எல்லாத்துக்கும் காரணம் நீங்கள் தான்.
Hats off to all those farmers who feed us even in their eventides. It's really a thought-provoking performance.
Yes, it was. And do you know what the next dance is about?
Yes, as we all know that dance is a great activity in human life. Some people like performing a dance while others enjoy seeing other people dancing. At the end, it's all about expressing happiness.
Yes, it's all about happiness. Here are our UKG stars to express their happiness through their dance. Let us all invite them with a big round of applause.
In time.
This is what I wanna do.
Wow, it's a spectacular performance of happiness. Yes, I feel so happy. Here comes our school choir to entertain us with a song. was a harmonious performance. And do you know what's the next event?
Yes, I saw a few children with properties in their hands.
Property? What do you mean by property?
Those are objects that dancers manipulate or use them to enhance their dance rather than using a bare hands. They use colorful objects and move them according to the rhythm and beat of songs.
Is it? Wow, I would love to see a dance with property.
Of course, you would. Here are grade 1 gorgeous dancers to dance with their colorful umbrellas.
a splendid performance by those kids.
I like the way they moved their umbrellas. Do you know who's going to come next?
Yes, I saw the greatest students with a floral designed dress.
Floral design? Is that the images of flowers?
Yes, of course. Your flower symbolizes purity, innocence, and love.
And that's why it is called as a flower dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, here come the students of grade 2 to take you to a garden which filled with flowers through their colorful dance.
wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Hey friend, did you see the parents? How they enjoyed when the children performed.
Yes, it's because of bonding.
Bonding is an instant attachment that develops between parents and their children. It makes them want to shower their child with love and affections and to protect and care their little ones.
Here comes our students of grade 3 to dedicate their performance such a blissful bonding and attachment.
குறைந்தேன் உன்னால் மணலில் வரைந்தேன் உன்னால் கடலில் கரைந்தேன் உன்னாலே சிறகாய் விரிந்தேன் உன்னால் தரையில் பறந்தேன் உன்னால் நிறங்கள் நிறைந்தேன் உன்னாலே ஒற்றை கிரையான் ரெண்டாய் உடைத்து கிறுக்கிடுவோம் உருளை ஜீவல் பையை வெடித்து நொறுக்கிடுவோம் நொறுக்கிடுவோம் கூறும்பா என் உலகே நீதாண்டா கூறும்பா என் உயிரே நீதாண்டா கூறும்பா என் உலகே நீதாண்டா கூறும்பா என் உயிரே நீதாண்டா குட்டி போனி டெய்லு கியூட்டா கையில் மாட்டிக்கிட்டா
நிலவோடு மார்னிங் வாக்கா கியா முயட்டாக்கா சும்மா இங்கி பிங்கி பாங்கி போட்டு ஓடி போட்டா பேபி மம்மி நான் தானே பேபி டாடி நான் தானே எந்த உலகம் நீதானே எந்த இதயம் நீதானே வாயாடி பெற்ற புல்ல வரப்போற நல்ல போல யாருவ யாருவ கையில சுத்துற காத்தாடி காத்துல ஆடுது கூத்தாடி கண்ணுல கலரா கண்ணாடி நம்புக்கு வந்து நிப்பா யாருவ யாருவ
it was a stunning performance and I was really moved by the bonding that they depicted in their performance.
Yes, me too. What is the next event?
It is the classical dance.
Classical dance? What is it?
Classical dance is a part of ethnic or classical practice or social occasion and celebration all over the world.
Oh, who's going to perform that?
The dances of Kepiers.
Come, let's watch the performance like a celebration.
வருகவே வணங்கியே வரவேற்போம் வருகவே செந்தமிழில் கவி பாடி உளமாற வரவேற்போம்
வருகவே வருகவே வணங்கி பாடுகின்றேன் வருகவே 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 வணங்கி பாடுகின்றேன் வருகவே அழகு தமிழ் கொண்டு உம்மை வரவேற்றோம் இனிய முகம் கொண்டு உம்மை வரவேற்றோம் அழகு தமிழ் கொண்டு உம்மை வரவேற்றோம் இனிய முகம் கொண்டு உம்மை வரவேற்றோம் வருகவே வருகவே வணங்கி பாடுகின்றேன் வருகவே 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 வணங்கி பாடுகின்றேன் வருகவே தமிழின் சொல்லெடுத்து 10 பாட்டு பாடி இங்கு வாழ்த்துவோம் சங்க தமிழ் பூங்காவிலே சங்கம் தரும் பூவெடுத்து கவிச்சரம் சூட்டி உமை வணங்குவோம் 8 தொகை சேர்த்தெடுத்து செந்தமிழின் சொல்லெடுத்து 10 பாட்டு பாடி இங்கு வாழ்த்துவோம் சங்க தமிழ் பூங்காவிலே சங்கம் தரும் பூவெடுத்து கவிச்சரம் சூட்டி உமை வணங்குவோம் அவையோரே வாழியவென்று சபையேறி வாழ்த்திட வந்தோம் சாலிதனிதா பதா பாம பாம ககம பசலிதனிதா பத பாம பாம கரி வருகவே வருகவே வணங்கி பாடுகின்றேன் வருகவே 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 வணங்கி பாடுகின்றேன் வருகவே வீசிடும் தென்றல் காற்றும் கானக குயிலின் பாட்டும் சேர்ந்து தமிழ் பண்ணெடுத்து போற்றி உம்மை வாழ்த்துதே வீசிடும் தென்றல் காற்றும் கானக குயிலின் பாட்டும் சேர்ந்து தமிழ் பண்ணெடுத்து போற்றி உம்மை வாழ்த்துதே கஜம் கஜம் சூரியனே சந்திரனே கூடி வரும் மேகங்களே ஓடி இங்கு வாருங்களேன் வாழ்த்துவோம் பள்ளர் குணம் பிள்ளை மனம் கொண்டு வந்த சூரியனை சந்திரனை கூடி வரும் மேகங்களே கூடி இங்கு வாருங்களில் வாழ்த்துவோம் பள்ளல் குணம் பிள்ளை மனம் கொண்டு வந்த நல்லவரை சொந்தமென வந்தவரை போற்றுவோம் உணமாற வாழ்த்துவதாலே உயர்வே தான் காண்போம் நாமே சங்கீத நித பத பம பமத கம பம நித நித பம வருகவே வருகவே வணங்கி பாடுகிறேன் வருகவே 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 வணங்கி பாடுகின்றேன் வருகவே அழகு தமிழ் கொண்டு உம்மை வரவேற்றோம் இனிய முகம் கொண்டு உம்மை வரவேற்றோம் அழகு தமிழ் கொண்டு உம்மை வரவேற்றோம் இனிய முகம் கொண்டு உம்மை வரவேற்றோம் வருகவே வருகவே வணங்கி பாடுகின்றேன் வருகவே 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 வணங்கி பாடுகின்றேன் வருகவே.
There is absolutely no doubt that it was an amazing performance.
Oh yes.
The next dance performance encapsulates many dance form or style which are typically danced to country western music and are associated with western traditions.
Yes, here all the girls of the grades 9th and 11th to perform their stylish dance.
On the floor, baby, hit it hard, baby, rock the party, baby, patu lengi podi. On the floor, baby, hit it hard, baby, rock the party, baby, patu lengi podi. Kutukku putiya kuppayam, mudukku mattana kaalatte, midukki pinni ennoda nechil nadukirunnavalane nee, nadukirunnavalane nee. നടവരമ്പത്ത് കണ്ടാലും പഠിക്കലങ്ങനെ നിന്നാലും പടച്ചറപ്പേ പിന്നെന്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ പടക്കം പീടിക തട്ടുന്നേ പടക്കം പീടിക തട്ടുന്നേ. On the floor, baby, hit it hard, baby, rock the body, baby, patu lengi podi. On the floor, baby, hit it hard, baby.
Yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria.
Only for hot gal in the place. Them want to wind them ways. Tell them forward in a ace. But the bang bang embrace, yeah.
Love, she get it good from she rise. But put it on so good and make sure she call she ties. Smile upon her face, me know she pleased with this eye. Coming around to me, them gyal roll out them eyes.
Profissão das minas é
ஆமாமா உங்க ஆட்டத்துக்கு ஊரே ஆடுவேன், அதுக்கு ஒரு அடிய போட்டு விடுவோம்
அப்படின்ற
கட்டி வச்சா கலகலகம் பட்டு வச்சா சகிரல் ரெண்டு வச்சா சாரப்பாம்பு இடுப்பு வச்சா வச்ச பொட்டில் என்னையும் தூக்கி நெத்திக்கு மட்டி மொட்டை வச்சவளை உச்சி பட்டு நேரத்துக்குள்ள வச்ச திட்டம் தொட்டவளை ரஞ்சிதமே
Wow, it was a wonderful performance by our 9th and 11th girls.
Yes, it was. By the way, what's the next event?
It's a folk dance.
I really love it. The folk dance is a dance that reflects the life of the people of a certain country or region.
And particularly in this dance, the steps and the songs are typically regional, traditional, and passed from one generation to another. It reflects our ancestor lives and environment.
Here comes the students of grade 6 to dedicate their performance.
ஒன்ன மறந்திருக்க ஒரு பொழுதும் அறிய எம்மா கண்ணி முகத்தை விட்டு வேறெதையும் தெரிய மங்கத்தில வளைஞ்ச மஞ்ச கிழங்கெடுத்து உரசி எம்மா இங்கு மங்கும் பூசி வரும் எழிலிருக்கும் அரசி குடியிருப்போம் குண்டு கிளிய கொஞ்சி கிடப்போம் வாடி வெடியே ஜாட சொல்லித்தான் பாடி அழைச்ச சம்மதம்னு சொல்லு கிளியே சாமத்தில வார எம்மா சாமந்திப்புக்கார கோபப்பட்டு பார்த்தா எம்மா வந்த வழி போற சந்தனம் அரைச்சி பூசணும் எனக்கு முத்தையங்கணக்கு மொத்தமும் உனக்கு ஆங்குயில பூங்குயில சேரி ஒண்ணு கேடு உன்ன மாலையிட தேடி வரும் நாடு எந்த நாடு மாங்குயில பூங்குயில சேரி ஒண்ணு கேடு உன்ன மாலையிட தேடி வரும் நாடு எந்த நாடு முத்து முத்து கண்ணால நான் சுத்தி வந்தேன் பின்னால மாங்குயில பூங்குயில சேரி ஒண்ணு கேடு உன்ன மாலையிட தேடி வரும் நாடு எந்த நாடு दिल भर जाने दिल दीवाने तितकिर तेने உள்ளபடி நானே உன்னை சேர்ந்தேனே ஒட்டியிருப்பேனே दिल भर जाने दिल दीवाने தித்திக்கிற தேனே உள்ளபடி நானே உன்னை சேர்ந்தேனே ஒட்டியிருப்பேனே போதோ இனி பேச்சு அனல் வீசுது மூச்சு ஒரு மாதிரி ஆச்சுது ஆஜா 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 அரே ஆஜா ஆஜா
दिल भर जाने दिल दीवाने चित्तिக்கிற தேனே உள்ளபடி நானே உன்னை சேர்ந்தேனே ஒட்டியிருப்பேனே
மாளிகையில் வாழும் மஞ்சள் வெயில் ஆலை கட்டி வந்ததென்ன
நீதான் என்றும் நீரா வந்தால் இன்று காதல் கதை ஜாடைகளில் சொல்ல
மாலை கண்ண என்னும் வேளை மங்கை நதி
மங்கை நதி பொங்கி வரும் கங்கை நதி
ஏதோ காமம் செய்த சூடோ அச்சம் விட
அவன் ஒரு பானம் விட
புது லீலைகள் தான் அதிகாலை வரைதான் அடிக்காதலி கண்மணி ஆஜா ஆஜா கையணைக்க ஆஜா ஆஜா
दिल भर जाने दिल दीवाने चित्तिக்கிற தேனே உள்ளபடி நானே உன்னை சேர்ந்தேனே ஒட்டியிருப்பேனே
வணக்கங்க என்ன ஆடாமாட்டி வச்ச வணக்கங்க என் காலுக்கு சிலங்கையிட்ட உன் காலடிக்கு முதல் வணக்கம் என் கால் நடமாடும் ஐயா உண்மை கட்டளைக வெல்லும் வரைக்கும் நீ உண்டு உண்டு என்ற போதும் இல்லை இல்லை என்ற போதும் சபையாடிய பாதம் இது நிக்காது ஒருபோதும் தண்ணியில மீன் அழுதா கரைக்கொரு தகவலும் வருவதில்லை எனக்குள்ள நான் அழுதா துடைக்கவே எனக்கு ஒரு நாதி இல்லை என் கண்ணீர் ஒவ்வொரு சொட்டும் வைரம் வைரமாகுமே சபதம் சபதம் என்றே சலங்கை சலங்கை பாடுமே மனமே மனமே சபதம் வெல்லும் மட்டும் சாயாதீரு விழியே விழியே இமையே தீயும் போதும் கலங்காதீரு நதி நதி அத்தனையும் கடலில் சங்கமம் நட்சத்திரம் அத்தனையும் பகலில் சங்கமம் அலைகளின் வெகுமதி உன்னிடத்தில் சங்கமம் சங்கமம் மணி துளி மண்ணில் சங்கமம் உயிர் ஒளி வானில் சங்கமம்
are very happy to see all the incredible performances.
Oh yes, I also felt energetic, and with that energy, let's move on to the next program.
Okay, what is the next program?
Use some cues, can you guess?
Why not? I am a student of KPS, so I can find it with ease.
It is a lively, colorful and attractive folk dance, and the dancers adorn themselves with attractive graces, choli, bandhani, dupattas made with silver jewelry. They usually wear traditional Gujarati attire.
Oh, I can guess. Is that dance called Gujarati folk?
Yes, here comes the girls of grades 7th and 8th to perform their stylish and colorful dance.
चोरी चोरी हवा से है बंधी डोरी रे घूमे गोरी चली कहाँ चोरी चोरी हवा से है बंधी डोरी रे शर्म छोड़ी थोड़ी थोड़ी नैनों की है बोले छोड़ी बेशर्मी करने दे घूमे गोरी चली कहाँ चोरी चोरी हवा से है बंधी डोरी रे रातों में चांदनी है चांद पीछे पड़ा गलियों में भागती सोती न जागती कूदती भागती रातों में चांदनी है चांद पीछे पड़ा घूमे गोरी चली कहाँ चोरी चोरी कहाँ से है बंधी डोरी रे शर्म छोड़ी थोड़ी थोड़ी नैनों की है मुझे छोड़ी बेशर्मी करने दे घूमे गोरी चली कहाँ चोरी चोरी हवा से है बंधी डोरी रे
ढोलीड़ा ढोलीड़ा
सैयर वाली सैयर में खींच रही गरबे घुमो ढोल डाना ढोल बाजा धम 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 धमक धम
ढोलीड़ा
धम धमक बजे
ढोलीड़ा
धम धम धमक बजे
ढोलीड़ा
धम धम धमक बजे
नाच नाच रे ढोल पे हवा ढोलीड़ा
धम धम धमक बजे
ढोलीड़ा
धम धम धमक बजे
बिगड़ा जाए जरा जरा दिल मेरा खुल के नाचूं शर्माए दिल मेरा कैसे समझो उड़ गया है सारा छाड़े ढोल पे नशा बिगड़ा जाए जरा जरा दिल मेरा खुल के नाचूं शर्माए दिल मेरा कैसे समझो उड़ गया है सारा छाड़े ढोल पे नशा
धम धम धमक बजे धम धम धमक बजे धम धम धमक बजे
नाच नाच रे ढोल पे हवा
गई रात मैंने भूलो बदीवार प्रेमिया मौसम छे अब आओ मेरे पास रह जाओ मेरे साथ प्रेमिया मौसम छे गई रात मैंने भूलो बदीवार प्रेमिया मौसम छे अब आओ मेरे पास रह जाओ मेरे साथ प्रेमिया मौसम छे मिल जाए मुझको मेरे साथ तेरा तो भूलूं मैं सारा जो गाड़ा तारा सबीला तारा रंगीला तारा रंग दे तुझे तारी बात काला काला ओए चौकीला काला ओए रंगीला काला रंग जुए तारी बात रे तो काला काला ओए चौकीला काला ओए रंगीला काला रंग जुए तारी बात रे
That was really a graceful performance.
Yes, Western dances is today's modernistic blend to dance movement to several types of music.
And the Western dance is a short series of poses that are performed by two characters of equal power level and roughly equal size.
Yes, here comes the boys of grade 11 to entertain us with a song.
பாட்டம் கொடுத்து பாட்டம் கொடுத்து பாட்டம் கொடுத்து நாட்டு 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 குத்தக்காட்டு நாட்டு 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 வீட்டு குத்தக்காட்டு நாட்டு 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 கல்லு போதையாட்டம் ஆடி காட்டு நாட்டு 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 போட்ட நேரம் வெட்டி கொடிய நாட்டு
என் லைஃப் ரொம்ப சிம்பிளான லைஃப். 9 to 6 வீக் டேஸ் ஃபுல்லாக வேலை, வீக்கெண்ட்னா ஏதோ ஒரு சினிமா, டிவி, நெட்ஃப்ளிக்ஸ்னு ஒரு சாதாரண வாழ்க்கை.
Build up இல்லாம மாசு காட்டும் boy, மாசம் boy, கொஞ்சம் மோசம் boy, காசு இல்லாட்டி கூட happy boy. மட்டு வாங்கி நம்ம கிட்ட வேணா சினாகி, தருமல hit ஆகி. Chill bro, ரொம்ப chill bro, over kill bro, we are winner chicken dinner. Chill bro, ரொம்ப chill bro, over kill bro, we are winner chicken dinner.
It was really a rocking performance, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, come out of this paradise to this present to see the next performance.
Yes, it was. What is the next program?
It is an orchestra.
Orchestra? What is it?
An orchestra is a large group of musicians who plays different instruments at the same time.
Oh, I love music and I always wanted to listen to it.
Come on, let's enjoy the orchestra by the musicians of KPS.
wow, it was a magnificent performance.
And what an amazing day it is.
Yes, it's really an amazing day.
Okay, shall we move to the next program?
Oh yes.
Whenever it rains, it beautifies the nature. So here comes the boys of grade 7 and 8 to reflect what a real rain dance is through their amazing performance.
அடிக்காதா பெண்ணே பெண்ணே சாரல் அடிக்காதா பெண்ணே பெண்ணே தேகம் நனையாதா பெண்ணே பெண்ணே தீயும் அணையாதா பெண்ணே பெண்ணே பாஷை பேசினால் நான் என்ன செய்வேன் கன்ஃபியூஷனாகிறேன் பழக பிடிக்குங்க பழையற நல்ல மறக்கவே போதை வருடுதே பெண் தோகை வருடுதே மேகம் அடிக்காதா பெண்ணே பெண்ணே சாரல் அடிக்காதா பெண்ணே பெண்ணே மண்ணை கூட தீண்டும் உன்னை வாசம் பார்க்கிறேன் மண்ணை கூட பொம்மையாக்கும் நேசம் பார்க்கிறேன் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நின்று கேட்கிறேன் கொஞ்சம் நின்று கேட்கிறேன் நாடு சேர்ந்து நாடும் சோதனை காற்று போல பார்க்கிறேன் காடு போன பாதையெல்லாம் நான் போகிறேன் இருந்து காற்று விக்கப்பட்டு திருக்கிறேன் வாழ்க்கை போலும் போக்கிறேன் நான் போகிறேன் கண்டாசு பேசினார் என்ன செய்வேன் கன்ஃபியூஷன் ஆகிறேன் தோகை வருடுதே மேகம் அடிக்காதா பெண்ணே பெண்ணே சாரல் அடிக்காதா பெண்ணே பெண்ணே தேகம் அணையாதா தீயும் அணையாதா
Thank you, boys. That was really a stunning performance. Now, here comes the school choir to entertain us with a song.
That was a melodious performance.
Yes, it was.
Our nation's way of life and ethnicity is something we identify throughout our life and until we die. Bharatanatyam is the oldest classical dance tradition in India, heading from the state of Tamil Nadu.
Here comes the dancers of KPS who won the prize in the famous KPS festival held at Kotagiri.
Let us put up our hands and welcome them with a big round of applause.
Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. Gama bala, gama, gama bala, gama esa. Gama bala, gama, gama bala, gama esa. Rabani pa gama, gama bala, gama esa. Gama pasa, gama. I'm in love with you, right? Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why? Niri baba, gari sami. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why? Pani sasa, pani sasa, pani sasa. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why? Gari sa, ba, gari sa, vida ba. Follow my lead. Gama pama gama pani sasa. Gama pama gama sa. Gari sasa. Gama pama gama gari sa.
sani baba gari ni sa ga ma ba ni sa ni ni baba ba ni ni baba ga re sa ni ba ni sa sa ba ni sa sa ba ni sa sa ni sa ba ga re sa ni baba ga
Come now, follow my lead.
Thank you guys. There was no doubt that it was really an award-winning performance. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. May I call Miss Darshini to deliver the words of gratitude.
Schedule, he spent his precious time with us. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to thank our principal, Mr. Jimmy Joshua, the backbone of our school, without whom this program wouldn't be a resounding success as it is now. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to thank our coordinator, Mrs. Jaha, and convener, Mrs. Shyama, for their care and support. Thank you, ma'am. Then, this day is dedicated to all those wonderful parents who have sacrificed and also sacrificing their moment to their children and to have their own. So, on behalf of our management and students, I thank the teaching staff who are always behind the success of this program. Thank you all, my dear teachers. I extend this thanks to all the students who took active participation on both on and off stage. Thank you, my dear students. Once again, I thank each and everyone for your valuable presence and also giving me an honor of proposing the vote of thanks on this blessed occasion. Thank you. Thank you, Darshini. And here's a song that always cheered us with its lyrics. Let's welcome the school choir to sing the school song.
Thank you parents for your presence. And now we can collect your students in the front of the school main building. They would have been assembled there. By the time when you reach, you will find your children. We can take them home. Thank you so much once again. And Monday will be a holiday and students can be sent to